ball is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. And all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked. But now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. In one shining moment, they're frozen in time. But time is short and the road is long. In the blinking of an eye, that moment's gone. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that in one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your heart, feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest, it's more than a race. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew, in one shining moment you reached for the sky. In one shining moment you knew, yeah. In one shining moment you're willing to try. In one shining moment you knew. One shining moment.
Live here from New York City for tonight's CSBA matchup in the Elite Eight between the Albuquerque Armadillos and the Oahu Blue Wave here. Joining me in the booth is my main man, Mr. C-Web. What's up, C-Web?
Not much, feeling good. First game, a little bit of a blowout, unfortunately. We expected a little bit more from that one, but excited to see what happens in this one. Albuquerque, as I said, pulling the big upset in the first round, coming in as a 7 seed, whereas Oahu pretty much taking care of business most of the season, coming into 8-3, and the favorite as the 3 seed here.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Obviously, we know the division that the Keystone Conference Oahu played in, probably not one of their stronger conferences, but you got to give a lot of credit to Oahu. They've answered their call every time this season when given the opportunity against a tough competitor. So we've got some good players on their squad. This should be an interesting matchup between the Dillos and the Blue Wave. We'll see how it all unfolds.
Yeah, kind of, like I said, excited to see how this one unfolds. Albuquerque, I think, underperformed a little bit this season, so should be a good matchup. Wow.
Yeah, they did have the Defensive Player of the Year on their team, Jafari Kaida, too. So a couple All-Americans as well. From the elbow, shot no good as Kaida up at the rebound, and so far nobody able to get on the board just quite yet. It's pretty well for 3, bang! Probably won't be yelling as much tonight as I normally do, just because my voice is going.
Yeah, I had the same thing in the first one. I think by the fourth quarter, I was just basically doing the Ben Stein monotonous thing.
Alexander not able to capitalize on the open three look in the corner, and Sprewell with a tough take. And quickly it's a 4-0 Oahu lead.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit what we expected, although I do expect Albuquerque to get their offense going here. Eventually, Logan Fox, 14.5 per game coming into this. So obviously they have some guys that can put up some numbers. Ooh.
Good block there, and Alexander gets his own
oh,
ball
man.
back after being rejected, and then somehow gets blocked again. So 2 back-to-back interior blocks from Oahu.
Yeah, we see why Keita was the defensive player of the year there, as Davidson hits the turnaround jumper.
Yeah, Lightbulb doing a good job defensively. Defense turns to offense, and just like that, it's a quick 6-0 lead. This is a tough matchup for Albuquerque, not going to lie, but they played really well in their last game, and I expect them to at least give Oahu some fits here. Certainly, I anticipate a better game than what we saw the last one, but anything is possible. Finally, Logan Fox able to get Albuquerque on the board.
Yeah, well, I mean, as somebody who's unfortunately frequently been a 6 and 7 seed, I know that sometimes you have a team that just doesn't necessarily perform in the first half of the season, or you just find something that works markedly better in the second half of the season. So I think that may be the case here with Albuquerque.
Fox for 3, good open look, bang!
Yeah, and that's, senior Logan Fox, that's one of the things that makes him so dangerous. 44% shooter from beyond the arc, so.
CDC now goes up, quick shot, too quick. Mario up with a rebound.
Yeah, expect the battle between Mario and Keita to get pretty physical here tonight. Nice take there.
Nice job by Keener Harley there.
Yes, a good job by the Armadillos so far answering back after Oahu got out 8-0.
Good challenge there by Taco Mario, and then challenging at the rim there. Hartley gets fouled by Kaida. Kaida does not like the call.
No, but I really like the take there by Hartley. Just take it inside and force the big man to do something.
Free throw up and good, tied up at 8 apiece. Hartley knocks him down, so Albuquerque comes fighting back and takes the lead.
Yeah, so, potential for this to be a back-and-forth matchup, and we're seeing it early on here.
A quick timeout, 4:37 to go. It's been an interesting game of runs right now.
Yeah, these two teams still kind of feeling each other out, it looks like. Clearly nobody's taken control of the game in any way, so.
Rubble to Hernandez. Hernandez back to Brown. Letterman comes off the screen, fires up to 3, bang! Letterman Jr.
Yeah, and that's where he works so well, is off of that screen. Again, he's a 44% shooter from beyond the arc on their side. So
Johnson drives. Wild shot. Good job defensively there by Bam Bam Rubble. But Rubble was wide open. Hernandez looked away from him for a second there and missed him cutting to the rim. Now Stark's going to bring it outside. Turns around, spots up for 3, bang.
Doesn't matter if you miss the open man when somebody does that. Senior point guard Aaron Starks getting it done off the bench.
Yeah, good job by Starks there. Backdoor alley-oop. Nice tap in there by Ronald McFondle.
Yeah, that's something McFondle's been good at as well throughout his career, is getting those alley-oop tip-ins.
Rubble, one-handed.
Wow. Clip that. I don't know that I've ever seen a tip-in one-handed like that from that far out.
Yeah, It wasn't pretty, though. Not going to lie.
Well, I know it wasn't pretty, but it was impressive. Put it that way.
Fair. Wiersma floater up, no good. Brown up with the rebound.
It was like that weird tip we had in the last game. It went in, it went out, it went off the top of the backboard and went in.
Yeah, I have to catch that there. Brown, though, there for the right place. Gets the putback to go, and it's a 7-point lead.
Yeah, Oahu keeping the pressure on after they lost the lead there for a moment.
That's inside.
Nice.
Wilson fouled.
Oh, couldn't get the bucket, but that was a really nice take by Wilson. 100% from the line on the season. Oh, jeez. And I say that like right in the middle of the shot, too, so I couldn't even wait until it hit the rim.
You can't blame it on me this time.
At least he makes the second one. Letterman dishes to Brown. He's going to work to Starks for three from the top.
That's 2 threes.
That's a bang.
Yeah, that's 2 threes for Starks right now. 9-point lead.
Yeah, 21-12. Oahu starting to put some space between them now.
Wiersma for 3. Bang! Cooper Wiersma. It's a nice play there for Wiersma. He's a guy Albuquerque needs to set up off the bench here. He can fill it
Yeah,
up.
I really like the utilization there on that possession. See if they go back to him.
Hernandez with 7 on the shot clock. Starks again for 3. Feeling it. That's 3 threes for Starks.
Oh.
Bang!
That's what we call 3 of a kind in Yahtzee.
24-15. Wahoo up by 9. Good there. Good 3 there by Starks.
Yeah, see if the Armadillos make any adjustments coming out of this one.
McFondle to Ruski. Ruski with a step, pull-up jumper. That's good. So breaking the defense down a little bit there.
Yeah, that's somebody that they definitely need to get going a little bit is Dabruski. He hasn't produced like he has in past seasons, but he's definitely a very capable player. As McFondle gets called for the foul.
Starks misses.
Misses the first free throw.
He's
now
actually been pretty good from the free throw season this season, 80%.
Yeah, so solid free throw shooter. Unfortunately, missing the first one there. Wilson drives. Nice block by Hernandez. Gets his own rebound, though. And Armadillo's cutting into that lead a little bit more toward the end of the first.
24-19, 5-point advantage. It's been a game of runs, I'm not going to lie. It's been interesting so far, but right now Oahu, I feel like, has the offensive momentum at least.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a little bit what we were expecting coming into it. Wahoo probably going to control the pace of the game, but Albuquerque definitely staying with them. And, as long as you can keep within 10 points, you've got a shot in the fourth quarter.
Well, interesting you say that because I feel like the last time the Dillos played, there was a lot of intensity in the building. I feel like it's very quiet here, very mellow. Maybe that's just the Hawaiians in attendance that are very mellow, but
yeah,
it doesn't seem like there's a lot of intensity in this game right now. And maybe that's just because we're still early in the first quarter. But
yeah, I mean, like I said, still feeling each other out a little bit, although we do see Oahu finding some things on offense that Albuquerque has not. Wiersma missed that shot.
Nice alley-oop to McFondle. Nice
all right, well,
two-man game there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Wiersma missed a chance to put one up, but proved me wrong, I guess.
Back to 7 we go. Letterman gonna have to force one up here. Shot clock winding down, can't get it to go, and that is the game clock rather winding down. And at the end of 1, 28-21, Oahu up with a strong offensive first quarter. We were back here watching CSBA March Madness Elite 8. All right, welcome back.
Yeah, so kicking it back to that last play of the first quarter, Letterman took that shot. Unfortunately, he had a guy standing all alone wide open in the corner. Nobody saw him. I think it was actually Major Mac just kicking out there in the corner. Probably could have had an open look at 3. Nice dish to Fox.
Yeah, nice take by Fox there for sure. 5-point game now.
I do like what Albuquerque's been doing when they get down. They've been getting to the basket and just getting points, the turnovers to claw their way back.
That's a huge bucket there by CDC.
Yeah, big bucket there from the elbow after the little shake and bake.
Back to 7 inside. Hartley, too strong. Kaida up with the rebound. Davidson spots up for 2. That's good.
Yeah, quick transition leads to some quick points. You see it time in and time out. Sometimes the best thing to do, just spot up for a shot if you got one.
9-point lead. High screen comes. Hartley with a drive. Gets inside. Kaida gets a hand on it. Davidson flies to the sprawls to the floor and saves it from going out of bounds. Good job there by the light bulb.
Yeah, really good defensive play by him to keep that one alive.
Inside to Davidson. Too easy.
Yeah, light bulb definitely turned on right now. Both ends of the court showing up on defense and getting easy points on the other end.
Mario. Good ball movement here. Hartley McDonough for 3. Davidson came out on it, but the ball's going to go over the top of the backboard, and the ball going to go back to Oahu here.
Yeah, I don't like that possession by Albuquerque. They kind of got a lot of guys penned up on that far side wing, and not a lot of motion to the other side. It's pretty easy to defend in the Duke wave.
Kaida to Mac. Mac puts that up off the glass and in.
Yeah, so nice contribution there from the freshman point guard Major Mac as the Dillos are going to take another timeout. Things starting to get a little bit out of hand for this early in the second quarter.
36-23. 13-point lead. Albuquerque does not look. Feels like they don't feel like in rhythm. They just
no.
They feel like they're running plays, but I haven't seen them run or get up tempo. I mean, really, Oahu hasn't really missed much either, so there's that. But I feel like Oahu's pretty much getting what they want, and Albuquerque's having to really work for everything.
Yeah, Albuquerque's definitely having to work harder. Well, Alexander for 3. There's a bang.
That was a nice kick out. I will say one thing about Albuquerque. They do a good job when the double team comes. We've seen that a lot where they find the guy wide open, guy behind the arc for a 3.
Yeah, they are doing a good job with the inside-out two-man game. We saw it a couple times already.
CDC trying to work over Hercules Alexander. Shot clock winding down. Double team comes, and Alexander is forced to foul there. 2.4 on the shot clock.
Not a bad foul, but Would have liked to see Alexander maybe just set his feet a little bit more, though. Maybe the refs wouldn't have called it.
CDC on the season has been lights out from the free throw line. Has not missed once.
Still has not. Immune to the commentator curse. At least somebody is. Hartley going to work it up here to the top of the key.
Alexander looks to drive, baseline jumper. That's good.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're cutting into that lead. They're keeping it at that 10-point differential that you need to keep it in order to have a chance. Davidson for a wide-open three misses.
Kaida with the rebound, and Takamario's got to be a little bit more assertive defensively. He's just kind of like going through the motions right now.
Yeah, he hasn't really gotten mixed up down there too much. Like you said, just a little bit going through the motions. Wide open three, no good.
Mac the other way, 12-point lead for Oahu. Alley-oop to Kaida.
Wow. Yeah, go ahead and clip that one. That was definitely the highlight of the night so far in this one. Donnie works it from the elbow. Now Hartley with it.
Drive, finger roll up off the glass is good. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
And they're shooting red hot, 67%. Still a 12-point lead, though. But Oahu controlling the tempo, I feel like.
Yeah, again, I feel like this was a little bit what we expected coming in, but despite being down 12, Albuquerque's doing a good job of not letting it get out of hand. Oahu is controlling the tempo, but there's something to be said for the fact that you're keeping it to a 12-point game with a team that's shooting, I think they're up above 60% still.
Letterman shrugs off the defender, floater up. That's good. That's a tough bucket with a defender coming at you, too.
Yeah, Letterman, that's something that he's really good at is, finding those open spaces and getting some easier looks for himself.
Tag your locker rooms, get everybody in here. This is Elite 8 action. We only have 14 people on the stream. I know the last game probably deterred a lot of people from coming back to watch this game, but tag them in, get them in here. This is Elite 8. Winning this game going to the Final Four.
No, this is Sweet 16.
Oh, Sweet 16. Excuse me. Why did I think it was Elite 8? I don't know, man. You're right. It is the Sweet 16.
No, this is to see who goes to play Ohio 8.
Yeah, you're right. You are correct. My bad. My head is another place at the moment. So.
No, you're good. Nice take by Brown. Ruski dishes to Wiersma. He's going to drive. Blocked from behind by a dude that was tremendous. Letterman takes it himself into the lane. Blocked by Fox.
I was fast forwarding a day. I don't know why. It's Thursday. Still, either way, it's still March Madness. Get everybody in here. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Brown takes it to the hoop, gets fouled. He's going to go to the line. Chance to make this a 9-point game. Bo Wilson was 6 on them. First shot, no good. And that's his first miss from the line from the season. I didn't say it before he missed this time.
Sitting in an 11-point game.
Yeah, he does make the second one, though, so back in the good on his free throw percentage.
And now a 10-point game, 44-34, 2:19 to go in this first half. Brown hands it off to Letterman. Letterman puts it up and in. Letterman having a nice game here, C. Webb.
Yeah, he's having a really good game. And yes, I mean, Blue Wave still shooting 65%. Albuquerque not even having a terrible game, shooting 45, but or 48 rather, but just hard to compete with that sometimes. Wow, Lederman again.
Junior having a good Letterman Junior, Ethan Letterman Junior having a good game. Now back to 14. This game was a 10-point game a minute ago. Albuquerque had some momentum, but it's been a momentum shift back and forth for both these squads. Wiersman with a 3, bang. Now it's back to 11. So kind of sitting in that 10, 12, 14, 11, 10, 9, 11 range. It's kind of been sitting there, but we have not seen Stark's going to take that in. Nice.
Ooh.
Stark's having a great game.
Yeah, after the three threes early on, he's added. Oh, I guess he's got 4 threes now. He's got 15 points.
Letterman picks up the foul there, his second. Bill Wilson also having a good game off the bench.
Yeah, Wilson. I mean, only 4.5 points per game on the season, so already just about doubling his average. Chance to double it here with this shot. And he does. I mean, you know, March Madness is when the stars come out to shine, so if you're going to have a performance, Bo Wilson, time for you to have it.
Rubble inside. Now pushed outside. Letterman going to drive baseline. Sees part for him.
Oh. Yeah. Ethan Letterman is just having a huge game. Nice find in the corner. Ruski doesn't pull the trigger, though. Wilson's step back man in his face shot no good.
Yeah, Hernandez with the rebound there. Starks. 5-second differential between game and shot clock. Amari Brown hands it off to Hernandez. Hernandez looks to drive, floater up, he gets fouled.
Oh. Yeah, Wiersman going to send him to the line. 12 seconds left in the half. Not a pretty free throw, but it finds the bottom of the net.
Yeah, he's only a 67% shooter from the free throw line, too, so.
That would explain the falling forward form there. Makes both of them, though.
15-point lead here at the half.
The first one is the one he usually would have missed. That's what that was.
You know, they usually, as we get going here, is 3-ball at the end, the half does not fall. It's a 15-point game. I would say usually the further we get in this tournament, the tighter these games get, but we have not really seen that here in the last day or two.
No,
the top dogs have been playing the way they're supposed to play, so.
Yeah, pretty much. We did have the one close game last night, Kenya knocking off Big River State, but Kenai. Now I'm afflicted by it. So halftime now.
Yeah, what's your take on that first half? I mean, my opinion right now is Albuquerque needs to raise up their intensity.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. I'd say Albuquerque, they need to raise their intensity, but I think they also need to, well, obviously you can't switch playbooks in the locker room, but they're going to have to the back 2 pages, because the first 2 aren't quite working, and that's really what's going on.
All right, we'll see what happens, see if Albuquerque makes any adjustments.
Yeah, like I said, they need to find some different plays that can work for them here in this third quarter. So at the start of the quarter, 54-39 is your score. Blue Wave with the lead. Player of the half. Not really a surprise. We've said his name a lot. Ethan Letterman
Yeah,
Jr.
I thought maybe it would be Starks, but
I mean, actually, Starks does have more points. He's got 15, maybe 16. Laterman has 13, but
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen somebody that's not leading not be listed as the leader.
I'm guessing Laterman has a ton of points responsible.
Ooh, tough
probably,
miss there by McDonough. The ball went in and out.
Yeah, but I mean, considering that Laterman is a guard, good chance that he's responsible for a lot of those assists.
That's quite possible. CDC reverse layup. It's fouled by Hartley.
Yeah, I mean, good foul, but maybe not a great foul. That was not the easiest shot to get to go to begin with, but CDC drops the first free throw. Second one on its way here. And that's up and good as well. So CDC also staying perfect from the charity stripe on the season there. As Alexander is going to drive into the lane. Oh, hard foul from the white.
This game's starting to get a little chippy.
He was blinded by the light. And Alexander hits 1 of 2 from the line.
This is just as this game is going on, it is looking like less and less like Albuquerque is going to show up here tonight.
Yeah, Major Mac with the pull-up jumper there, and that's just rubbing salt in the wounds at the moment.
That's a 17-point lead right now. Albuquerque just looks like a shell of themselves. Fox. I mean, we haven't seen the penetration at all from the guards that much here from Albuquerque. We haven't seen them run on any off-ball screens, or at least not many for Fox. We haven't seen Taco Mario get involved at all offensively. Like, they just seem they came out very flat in this game, and yeah, I know it's not a lot of time left here, but they're down 17. They need to wake up before it's the fourth quarter, and they're down 20.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta reference, like, just maybe the play usage isn't what they want it to be right now, because it's akin to an offensive coordinator in football that, like, they keep going to the same 5 plays, and the same 5 plays just aren't working. So, let's see Hartley miss another one. Like you said, the penetration not there at all. Mario practically invisible tonight so far. Nice find Davidson inside. Mouse in the house. Gets it off the glass and in.
Well, I will say one thing, and I'm just looking back. They're running. There's not much difference from what they ran last time. I mean, I see where the difference is. All right, I see why they're playing a little. They're set up to play a little bit more conservative, and I think it's hurting them.
I mean, that can come back to haunt you sometimes, especially when you get down early. Having a more conservative game plan typically does not bode well for a comeback. Yeah,
it's just partially the pace. The set up to play similarly the way they did last week, except for the pace. The pace is a little bit more slower.
Yeah,
and it's showing. It's 100% showing. So.
Yeah, well, I mean that's something that in the past I've made changes like that too, changing the pace of play or changing the system proficiency is something that you make that you could keep your settings exactly the same, but you set that to the wrong thing and your offense falls apart. So.
It's hard. Sometimes you just make some minor adjustments and they backfire on you.
Yeah. And I know from experience, sometimes you try to make something work in a sim, and to the point that you convince yourself it will work in the game, and then it just doesn't.
Yep, that's fair. I mean, and that's not knocking Oahu. Oahu has played lights out in this game too. They just
that's the other thing. They are playing lights out. Their shooting percentage is still off the map. I think it's still over 60%. And I say it every time it happens. There's no defense for shooting percentage. There's no game plan for another team coming out and just hitting shots.
no, defense is a part of it, but yeah, 100%.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Is like you can play good defense, but if the teams just hit shots and
Oh yeah,
find whatever open spaces you invariably are going to leave, like that. Oahu's just been doing that all night, unfortunately for Albuquerque.
yeah. Drive. That's blocked inside. Quick outlet pass to CDC. Pull up jumper from the elbow. No good. Ball batted around. Davidson gets it and gets it right back in.
Yeah, activated under the board, so no surprise there at all.
I did not see a 26-point deficit. I just did not. It's not what I anticipated for this game. Not the way Albuquerque played the last game.
No, and just for just for the argument's sake and comparison's sake, Oahu has 891 points for, 802 points against coming into this. Albuquerque has 872 for, 808 against. So, I mean, pretty much exactly the same kind of output from both of these teams, but Albuquerque just not getting it tonight as they find themselves down almost 30 here with 4:24 left in the third.
Yeah, and I wonder, I truly wonder, I mean, Oahu plays a better half-court game, I feel like, than Albuquerque. Albuquerque likes the ball, plays much better in an up-tempo style. We've seen them run more of the patient level offense, and it has just not benefited them this season at all every time they've done it. So I'm surprised to see them go back to that well, but it doesn't matter, like you said, when the other team's knocking shots down. It could potentially be a pointless situation. Foul on the play there as Letterman picks up his third.
Yeah, and when you have somebody like Letterman doing something that he hasn't done all season, which is get a steal, things aren't going your way.
Yeah.
I happened to glance at the stat sheet right after he got that. I was like, he hasn't stolen one all year.
Letterman with a step again. He's having a great game.
Oh my goodness, he's got to be up over 20 now. And the crazy thing is, Starks is still in the running for who's actually the better player on their team.
Yeah.
Tonight. Meanwhile, the light bulb is not anymore. He was lit up.
Yeah, Motel 6 said, we don't need you to leave the light on. You're wasting electricity.
Tom Bodette finally retired.
Yes, sir. 30-point lead for the Blue Waves. This is crazy.
There's a reference nobody will get.
I got it.
There's a reference nobody else will get.
Yeah, that's a better way to phrase it. And the competition has been off tonight for sure. But you know things are going to ramp up. Three ball up is good. Bang.
Yeah, sorry, I lost you. Lost your audio there.
You know what? You can for taking a shower. Is that why? You got 15 minutes, okay? Connor wants to listen to Spotify.
Ah.
I was like, I need it in a little bit. Risky.
Right. Ruski gonna drive.
I share my account with him, so.
Yeah. Well, makes sense. Lederman.
So I pay for my account.
Good Lord, Lederman's just absolutely balling tonight. 79-47. Albuquerque finding themselves in a bit of a hole as we close in on the end of the game.
There's a shot by Wiersma.
Yeah, there's somebody that we thought, we really thought they were going to get going a little bit more in this game, and they haven't. It's really hurt their game plan, along with Taco Mario. Good foul there by Johnson. Denies Keita the shot, but does put him at the line. Second shot up and good as well from Keita.
Cooper Wiersma again.
Yeah, so like I said, things getting a little out of hand here for Oahu, unfortunately, or for Albuquerque, unfortunately, at the end of this one. Down 30 at the moment.
Yeah, it's a rough one. It's just, nothing's going right for them. Zaki Hernandez with a nice save.
Wow. Yeah, even Hernandez weaving in there. Pretty much defensively, they just haven't had an answer for what Oahu has wanted to do all game. And, that combined with the slightly more conservative game plan has not panned out for them. Nice layup off the glass there. They're going to hope to hold it to 30 going into the fourth. Oahu doing everything they can to keep them doing that, though. Wiersma just going to kind of dribble out the half here.
Third quarter, you mean?
Yeah, quarter.
Oh,
whatever.
He hits it.
Oh my goodness!
Sorry, I wasn't expecting it. Just the way this game has gone.
No. Hey, you know what? If that's the spark that ignites the 30-point comeback, then so be it. But I don't think that's what's going to happen.
I love the Blue Wave fanatics that are packed in here. It's legitimate. It looks like a blue wave, a sea of blue.
Yeah. I mean, it matches the Final Four theme, too, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, that's true.
It was the same thing with the Ohio A&T crowd last time.
Yeah. I don't change the crowds out, so the home team usually gets the benefit of that. Sprewell for three, bang. Get those fours up in stream chat. I know there's only 14 of you here eating up at 3:45 in the morning, watching his team crush right now. Only want to throw up a 4. There it is. There's my boy D Leathers.
There you go. All right. Man's in every stream.
He's
just like
he's a CSBA homer. We love him for it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice dunk by CDC.
Yeah, well, he pretty much just walked in on that. Wow. Oahu is going to blow past 100 points.
Yeah, just looking right now is at the upcoming games. We've got Berwyn, Michigan A&M next, and then in the prime time hour, Trenton and Langley.
Yeah, looking forward to the next game. Nervous about the last game for obvious reasons. Fox misses off the curl there. And unfortunately, that's just been what's happening to Albuquerque all game long.
CDC, wow.
Wow. Taco Mario couldn't even step up and block him. Mario's just out there for show tonight.
Yeah, I think he's just going through the motions. He's already thinking about playing in the Europe League.
Yeah, exactly. He's already signed the contract to go play for Barcelona or whatever.
Yeah, he's been 100% not in this game at all. I mean, granted, Kaita's doing a good job defensively there, but
yeah, and well, backcourt violation because of the ball battle, so gonna head back to Albuquerque here.
The way this game is going, we are gonna say goodbye to a bunch of seniors today: Dabrowski, Ronald McFondle, Logan Fox.
Taco Mario as well. So those three guys I believe all played together at Oregon State most of their career, or played together wherever they were most of their career. So.
We got coming in Berwyn. I mean, let's talk a little bit about that Berwyn Michigan A&M game coming up next. I mean, Berwyn played probably their best game, lights out last game. Got a tremendous effort from Stacy Blaylock. And then you look on the other side of the court, you got Mo Blues, the first ever triple-double as Michigan A&M just absolutely trounced San Francisco rather. First triple-double ever in CSBA history. Highest PRF for one player in Mo Blues in that game. And obviously that matchup sets up to be two teams right now at the peak of their gameplay. What's your thoughts going into that? Just thinking about that game in general.
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about the first triple-double in CSBA history. How about on the other side, Stacy Blaylock with only the second 2020 game in CSBA history. 22 points, breaks the rebound record that has stood since season 2, grabbing 22 boards to outdo Julius LaFleur, who had 20.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy numbers. And I mean, 2 records broken in those 2 games. Or 3 records broken in those 2 games, I should say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 2 records and 2.
Well, a new record.
A new record.
And then 2 records broken. Right.
Yeah. We finally have a category for triple doubles in the CSBA, and it's only 1. But like I said,
it's the Mount Rushmore.
It did give us the second 2020 game,
that was cool.
Like that's another kind of Mount Rushmore mark. It's pretty well for 3, and well, they call it 2, but they're over 100 either.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Well, Blue Wave dropping a C note tonight and just adding to it. Alexander fouled. He's going to go to the line. Or fouls. Alexander fouls Davidson and puts him at the line. First shot good from Davidson. So on the other side, we've got 3 seniors continuing their career for at least one more game at Oahu. Aaron Starks, Greg Davidson II, and CDC, all in their final season. So it's now or never for those guys. been moved by Wiersma, blocked by Davidson, but sent to the line anyway.
Yeah, this has been one of those games. I feel like everybody's just like hit the fast forward button to get us to the next one.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was the same thing in the first game. Like at a certain point, I was kind of like, the hell do I say for the last 3 minutes of this game? So
Yeah.
at least I got somebody to talk to this time.
Free throws up and good.
So Lederman probably going to end up being player of the game here as he gets another bucket there. He's got 19 tonight. So I mean I'm not going to comment on my own game, but let's talk about the final game of the night, Langley against Trenton. What do you think of that one coming in?
It'd be interesting to see. I mean, there's some talent on both sides. Got some bigs, some guys that can play. King Ware, Essence playing with McNeil. There's some big bodies banging, and it should be fun. You know, there's a lot of depth on both teams. I'm curious. I'm hoping that's probably going to. I mean, there's a reason why. I know Mitch was a little upset. I wasn't upset, but like was asking me to switch it to put it to 9 o'clock. He's like, it's the only one where you flip the schedule, and I said the only reason I did that is because it's prime time, and I wanted to put the best game, what I felt like the best game of the night was in prime time. So,
yeah,
which he understood, but I felt bad because he said it's a school night, so he's going to go to sleep. So,
well, bummer, but hopefully he'll be able to catch it when he's able to, because it should be a good game. I don't really know what to expect from my team, honestly. Langley's been a powerhouse all season. We've been good, but we've struggled against some of the power teams, Emerald City and Michigan A&M specifically. So, be interesting to see what happens when I get up against an out-of-conference team.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I said that the one thing I like about that game is that if you look at like the roster comparisons, that the matchups should be interesting. No, but
yeah,
then again, I'm sitting here watching a game where I know Albuquerque is much better than the way they're playing. So let's just assume it's a good sim in general. Like if it's a good sim, I think the matchup should play out well. It'll be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, I agree. As long as both teams get a good sim, it should turn into a good game.
Have a good sleep there, Eaton, buddy. Appreciate you tuning in. I know it was late for you.
Yeah, congrats on cracking the 100 points. You guys
not even 100, 110.
I mean, just foot on the gas from start to finish.
Appreciate you, buddy. 110-75. It has been a beatdown here for Oahu Blue Wave as they're going to advance to the Elite Eight. You know, it's one thing to get through the Sweet 16, though. When you get to that Elite Eight, when you're one of the last 8 teams, last 4 teams in the Final Four, like, it's a special place.
Yeah, I've been there. Well, I've only made it to 3 Elite Eights myself, so I know it's a special place to be because you got to work hard to get there.
I've been in 2 finals, and it is hard to sit here and say I've never gotten a championship, but when you work that hard and you get that far, it's still special to look back on.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, my playoff success is kind of what I hang my hat on.
And you should. You have every right to. I mean, there's no reason why you wouldn't do that. What jumps off the page here for you, the team comparison?
Everything. No, points in the paint for one. Oahu is just beating them up down there, but the shooting percentage for 2, 69% to 49. You're just there's not much you're gonna do when a team comes out and shoots pretty much 70% on.
Yeah, 10 points off of 5 turnovers too. That didn't help.
Yeah. No, that
points in the paint were just owned. I mean, a lot of that is the fast break points too. So not surprised. Good game.
yeah, 30
Yeah.
and 37 rebounds to 19.
Yeah,
So.
which is surprising because Albuquerque's got some big players. It's so shocking. Cooper Wiersma leads Albuquerque with 17 points on 6 of 10. Good game off the bench for him. Bo Wilson also 15 and 2. 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Wow. Hercule Alexander 9 points, a rebound. Logan Fox 9 points, a rebound, and assist. Gainer Harley 8 points, a rebound, 3 assists. McFondle 8 points, 3 rebounds, a block on 4 of 4. Taco Mario 4 points, 5 boards on 2 of 3. Dabrowski 4 points, 3 assists on 2 of 4. McDonnie a point, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, and John Johnson 2 rebounds. Actually, it was really weird. I've never seen such balanced minutes throughout a lineup. That's crazy.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that is interesting.
That's the first I've seen that. The rotation must have gotten out of whack.
They also might have put in the bench at the end once it
that's-
got out of hand.
That's true. That's true.
Because it looks like that may have happened. Anyway, going through the victorious Oahu Blue Wave, Lederman Jr., no surprise, leading the way. 21 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, and a steal on 10 of 17. Off the bench, I might mention, CDC, kind of a quiet 20 points, I would say. Didn't realize he was that high up on the stat sheet.
Yeah, he had a moment or a point toward midway through the game where he just went on a little bit of a run, but he wasn't like. I felt like he didn't touch the ball every single time. So.
No, but made the most of his opportunities for sure. Flight Spreewell, 15 points, 1 board, 3 assists, and a steal for him on 6 of 10. Great job from him. Davidson, 15 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks. Stuffing the stat sheet. Great game from the light bulb. Aaron Starks, 3 of 3 from downtown, 6 of 6 overall. Didn't hit any of his free throws, but 15 points, 2 boards, and 6 assists for him. Jafari Kita doing what he does.
Close
To that triple-double. You know what? We've had a lot of players flirting with it this tournament. I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen again.
Yeah.
So 8 points, 11 boards, 7 dimes, a steal, and 4 blocks for Kita. Great night for him. Aki Hernandez, 6 points, a rebound, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. Major Mac, 4 points, a board, 4 assists on 2 of 2 from the floor. Mari Brown, 4 points, 6 boards, 6 assists on 2 of 3. And Bam Bam Rubble, I believe, rounds it out with 2 points, 3 boards, and 1 assist for the Blue Wave.
All right, so they're going to go on, advance to the Elite Eight. Congratulations to the Blue Wave. We'll say goodbye to the Armadillos and a few players in Taco Mario, Logan Fox, Dabrowski, to say a few. But Oahu dances on, and we got 2 more games coming.